My name is Ashley if you're new here. I am furniture flipping part-time when I'm not at work to hopefully decrease my student loan debt. I started a couple months ago and it's been going pretty well so far, so stay tuned for this next flip. It is a 3-piece dresser set. I took it from old, outdated, made in the 90s to a new farmhouse chic look. So stay tuned for that. Alright, first things first, this piece had quite a few areas of damage that I had to fill first before I could do anything else. So I took this quick wood epoxy putty and I filled in this big chunk that's missing out of the top of the long dresser, and then there was also one on the side. This epoxy is great for bigger areas of damage because it hardens better than a wood filler would. That's my dog Lou. She follows me everywhere. Then we had to remove all of the hardware. There were 14 drawers on this 3-piece set, so it took a hot minute. And of course, Miss Lou had to be a part of it. There she is. Then I went in with Dixie Belle's White Lightning to clean the piece off. You mix 2 tablespoons per gallon, so I just put a little bit here in this clean tub and wiped off all of the pieces to get the dirt and the grime, grease, everything that's built up over the years off the piece before sanding or painting. So this set was made in the 90s, so it had quite a bit of grime on it. Then we go back with clean water and we wipe them all down again to get the chemical off of it so it doesn't interfere with your paint. I would fill a lot of the little scratches and dings in these pieces, but I was doing a farmhouse look, so sometimes that actually doesn't really affect that particular style too much, and you can leave some of the damage as character. This was my first time using the wood epoxy, and it took a little while to get it sanded down smoothly, but it worked really well, and you can definitely see the strength in it versus a wood filler. After I sanded down the side epoxy, there was still a divot, so I put Dixie Mud over it to make it a flat surface. Then I went in with Dixie Belle Slick Stick for the tops of these pieces because they were made with Formica, and it's not something that you can sand down or stain or anything like that. So I needed it for priming so that my paint would adhere to the slick surface. Then I wanted to go ahead and prime the rest of it. I had 2 sets at this time, a 3-piece set and a 2-piece set, and I was trying to get the work done all at the same time and just do it all together. I also rushed the process by putting protective paper just around the outside of the drawers rather than individually wrapping them, which didn't work out all that great, but it was okay. So I used Kiehl's Original Primer for this. It's oil-based, and I have to be honest, I didn't like it at all. I'm probably not going to use it again. It just came out splotchy. It worked out, but I'm not going to use it again. I used Rust-Oleum's Chalked White Linen for the bodies of these pieces, and then Manatee Gray by Dixie Belle on the tops. I tried out a new technique for these. I was trying to give it a smoky glazed look, so I used Grunge Gray Glaze by Dixie Belle. and added it to the tops of these dressers after the gray paint had dried to give it kind of a smoky, aged, rustic look. Then I went back and lightly distressed all of the drawers in the dressers. I'm usually not a huge fan of distressed looks, so I made sure to do very little distressing, just a little bit of character added, but not too much chipped away. When distressing, you want to focus on the areas that would naturally get dinged with time. Here is a close-up of what lightly distressing looks like. Just little corners showing some edges, and that's really it. Honestly, my dad saw that spot and he was like, "Oh no, you have a bump here." And I'm like, "No, I did that on purpose." Then I used Dixie Belle's Gator Hide to coat the entire piece. The great thing about Gator Hide is that it is water repellent. Honestly, I had my sprayer pointed in the wrong direction when I did that, so I had to go back over it. And there you have it. That's all for this flip. I hope you really enjoyed it. Please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching.